Today I want to talk about some things that I've got going into the 2E rule set. This is a method of adding pre-spawning all your encounters before your games and not cluttering up your combat tracker. I've got this little map here with encounters pinned instead of stories with encounters in them, just for simplicity's sake. But you can see here we've got the orc encounter. I'm just going to go ahead and spawn each of these as we go through, and I'll show you what I'm going to do when we're done. It's got 3 orcs. We're going to do this. Here's an ogre here. Here we have some zombies. And over here we have ghouls. I'll place those there. So now that you've got them all placed, this probably wouldn't be a big deal if this was the only size of the map. But I mean, if you're running Temple of Medieval, the first level, there is just, there's 80 probably NPCs in that one level. But I like to see where they're at, so that if they're fighting the orcs here and they're loud, I'll know that the ogre down here can hear, and maybe he should come up here, or various other reasons you may have. So the way I've got it set up is you can now flag them as active or deactive in the combat tracker. And you can see these 2 new buttons right here. I may change the icons here, but for now they'll be in the same place. So what we're going to do is, right now I'm going to select everything just to show you how I would do them initially. So I selected all the tokens, and then I'm going to click this red X, and what that'll do is it'll remove all of them from the combat tracker, but it doesn't delete them. They're still on the map, and but the players wouldn't be able to see them, obviously, unless you set the visibility to where they could, even though they're not in the combat tracker. So your players come in this first area. You want to activate those. You just do the same thing we did. Click the selection, select them, put the green check, and it adds them to the combat tracker. And now you can continue on with your encounter, however it is that, and then however that turns out. And let me go ahead and put my guy here on the map. You can also do the same thing with player characters. You can hide them, although I don't know why you would want to, but if you select it and then click that, it'll remove it. But once, let's say that this particular character is extremely loud and you want the ogre to come, so you can click on that, click the green check, boom, he's in there now, here. And you can proceed on with your encounter. As they move through here, you can decide that you want to add the zombies. You can select them all. Green check, boom, they all show up. So you can see how that works. It might be useful for those that like that sort of playstyle. One thing I will note is that the method right here where you click to delete from the tracker. So if you do this, if you do delete from tracker and then delete only foes, what that'll do is it'll delete only these here. So only the ones that are active will be deleted. So if I do this now, you'll see that the orcs, the ogre, and the zombies will disappear, but the ghouls won't. And that's because the ghouls are not active in the combat tracker. There you go. We can move up here, and then we see one. We want to activate it, and he's active. So that's what's coming soon to the 2E rule set. I'm still doing a little testing, and I want to make sure that it's pretty stable, but so far it seems like it's working really well.